We are constrained without emergency powers, the word from Prime Minister Andrew Holness in response to criticisms of the government's crime plan. Mr. Holness focused on those he insists are intellectualizing the debate around crime. Giovanni Dennis reports.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness is hitting back at the opposition and critics of the government's approach to crime. Against the background of several multiple killings in recent weeks, the Prime Minister says those who objected to the government's use of emergency powers must answer to grieving families.
The people who are opposed to it, the people who come to Parliament and, speak to such high ideals, they need to explain to the people, to the family of the 80-year-old and the children of that 80-year-old who was murdered. They need to explain to the people of Jamaica why it is that the government hands is being tied.
The Prime Minister went further, taking a jab at human rights groups.
It is not sufficient for them to come and intellectualize the problem. It is not sufficient for them to come and say, oh, it is simply that it is against the Constitution. Because the people are equally saying they have a constitutional right to their life. The people are equally saying they have a constitutional right to be safe. They have a constitutional right to be able to sleep without gunshots at night.
He insists people in communities plagued by violence want states of emergency reimposed.
My sense is that the people of particularly St. James, they want the SOEs to come back. The calls I get from Westmoreland is they want the SOEs to come back. In St. Catherine, particularly in the areas gripped by the notorious gangs in those areas, they want the SOEs to come back.
Mr. Holness insisted that his administration will do all it can within the confines of the law to curb crime, but insisted the government's powers are constrained. The Prime Minister was speaking at the opening of the Caribbean Military Academy in St. James on Friday. Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.